But I love Chicago, though. No doubt, it's a beautiful city. It just need a lot of help, a lot of love, bro. Somebody need to really step up and stop acting like they scared. I don't give a fuck who it is. Got a lot of people from Chicago that's multi-millionaires in position to do something, and they don't ever do.
What you think could be done, though? Even if
a lot of, like, programs, bro. Y'all got all this money, y'all donate to this and that, and don't even donate to your own city. How many times you see them from this city, but they in this state, in this city, helping and giving back? Start where you came from first. How you all the way in Atlanta, down here giving to the charity and making sandwiches and feeding motherfuckers, and you ain't fed nobody up under Wacker Drive downtown. This don't make sense, bro. But, like I said, programs and shit, bro. Hey, look, if you go to school, you come to this class 4 weeks, you're going to get your GED. When you get your GED, you can either leave with your GED with a $1,500 check, or you can keep going and you can get this plumbing certificate. We give you $2,500 check and a guaranteed job, and we'll help you get an apartment. Shit like that, you got to give them something to look forward to, bro. They don't got shit to look forward to. But
I feel that. It could be like just more YMCA centers and all that built like that, right?
Yeah, centers, programs, people coming to actually find out what's wrong with some of these kids, bro. Some of these kids ain't never had a mama. Some of these kids ain't never had a daddy. Some kids was raised in a house where their mama and daddy was killing each other every day. Daddy was off the bottle, bust his mama head, black her eye, she stabbed him. This was normal to them as kids, 2, 3, 4, 5. It don't go nowhere. That's stuck in your brain. That's trauma.
Now, you kind of like a prophet, because like a long time ago, you one of the first people I ever seen call FBG Butter a snitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Why did you call him a snitch so early on back then?
I seen the little thing of him crying on there, and he was signing the paper while he was crying. So I already knew what that meant. How many niggas you seen with a picture in a police station with an ugly face crying, signing a motherfucking piece of paper?
There's like a 6-minute clip of you on Instagram live with him, or you're probably only even on live with him for a couple minutes. But he has like, he says a couple things because he is so funny without trying. But like, he literally says in the call, he says, I killed 2 people. And he says, I'm going to kill somebody from THF. Like the craziest shit you could ever say on Instagram Live while you're arguing with him. But it's because you kept talking over him to the point where he just started saying whatever he could possibly say to try to get your attention.
Man, look, I don't know what he did, what he didn't do, but I know you're right. That nigga funny as hell, though. For sure, without being funny. Real character. He went to the courthouse. They ain't even subpoena him. How the fuck you go to court voluntarily on some shit like this? That's the ultimate clout chase of the century.
You talking about for the duck trial?
Yeah, how the fuck you go to court and testify and they never subpoenaed you or asked you to come to court? You voluntarily came to court. They didn't say you told on some dead people. Why would you volunteer to come to court and tell on dead people? Well, that makes sense. You just wanted to be in the tabloids or the news, but try to do it in a clean way. Because that shit was so stupid. Like, what the fuck? Ain't that what was said on the shit, right?
He did testify.
Stop me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no.
He testified, but he said that he wasn't subpoenaed or nothing. He went voluntarily.
That's crazy. He just voluntarily just going up to the snitch.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go up here because everybody else up here getting a lot of
they was paying niggas. Trenches News cashed out, so maybe, I don't know, maybe Butta got paid off, right?
The thing about that shit is, that nigga, they say he was the police for over 10 years.
He said since 2006.
Yeah, this 2024, that's 18 years. Shit, come on now.
It's one thing to be a snitch. It's another thing to be snitching for years and years and years and then start a YouTube channel and start like talking to everybody, doing interviews, all this shit, and then have it come out. Like, that's some crazy shit that we never ever seen before.
But when have you ever seen snitches walk around with their chest out like that? You know, it started off snitches get stitches. You find a motherfucker who told something. The nigga who locked up, his little brother gonna catch your ass and kill you for getting his brother them 30 years. Boom, your ass gone. Then it went to, okay, snitches get to hide and come around a little bit. Now they walking around with their chest out. Every nigga that's been considered a snitch or got documents or name on paperwork, black and white, them niggas is walking around with their chests up.
Tough rats. That's a whole
Master
thing.
Splinter.
King Rats, right?
Motherfucker, karate. King Rats. On my mama, karate. That's Master Splinter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did you know Butta Trenches personally?
Nah, hell no. I fucked with Trench's big brother. He was a friend of mine. Then I had a few, run-ins, and we did talked about some shit on the podcast a couple of times. But I had a funny feeling because his own people was telling me like, man, stay away from dude. Yeah. And then I low key like we crossed paths low key because of him because they had like ties before too. Like this his second run-in. They had a run-in before when he was living in the O. Tell him about what's going on, man.
Yeah,
so you used to live in O Block?
Yeah, I stayed in the O for like 3-4 years with my sister and shit. She was fucking with him at the time too though, so like he stayed in the same crib with us,
Trenches?
Yeah.
So Trenches was living in O Block with y'all?
Yeah.
Well, not with y'all, but...
Yeah, he was staying in the same crib with us.
Oh, word. And around what year is this?
I want to say this shit was like from like 07 to like 10 type shit.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So when you living in O Block, like who was you hanging out with and who was your friend group?
Shit, I wasn't like really hanging with nobody in Old Block. I was just there because my sister had moved up in that shit. You feel me? Like I'm originally from the Ickies. You feel me? So I was just there because my sister was there, but I wasn't really like hanging with none of them and shit though. But I used to fuck with Trenches then because he stayed with us though. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you personally, yeah.
Yeah, like I know him. You feel me?
You ain't know he was a snitch though at
Nah,
that
I
time.
ain't know he was no snitch though. All I know, the nigga used to like steal from himself and shit like that, like play a lot of mind games, steal from my sister, steal from my nephew, shit
Word.
like that. Yeah, he used to do that type of shit.
Oh, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, he a fuck boy on bro. He a fuck boy. Yeah, he did a lot of foul shit. Like took from his brother, took from himself, all type of shit.
But like the effect of Trench's news is that a lot of people are going to be a lot more careful with who they trust and who they like will share information with, and a lot of people just kind of like understand how this whole snitching thing could work and how anybody who you've had conversations with, who you're around on a regular basis, could also be doing that shit, which you would not have really.
Yeah, them facts.
A lot of people probably wouldn't have ever thought about that shit without somebody like him kind of making it obvious to the world.
Facts though. He
This is
make
how
it hard
works.
for a motherfucker to fuck with people so soon.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like watch everybody from that shit. Like when the news hit, I'm at my OG crib. He there with me. I'm eating my food. He showed me the shit that he like the nigga in the paper. I lost my whole appetite. Like damn.
Really?
Like wow, motherfucker. Because he had us all on this platform promoting my music, all type of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but he a master manipulator though.
Yeah,
That's
he
what it
definitely
is for
is.
sure. He a master manipulator because I seen him manipulate a lot of motherfuckers. He got a lot of people thinking that it's okay for what he did,
No, bro.
And this be shit like, all right, cool, okay, whatever was on camera, they had all the evidence, whatever they had. What's your purpose of doing that? They say they gave him some money. He say they ain't give him no money. So which one was it? But what was your purpose of doing that? They had whatever evidence they had anyway.
He said he was trying
So
to get
why?
justice for Duck in recent videos.
It was fucking surveillance videos of everything, all type of paper trails and everything.
But the
they
cops
smoked already anyway.
But the cops wouldn't have paid him if they didn't need his services, right? Like, as much as it seems crazy to us, the whole gang expert thing is like a valid thing. Like, we know dudes in LA who are like gang experts that sometimes have to testify in trials and shit. They're older and they're not like necessarily like in the streets, like, but I guess the cops do need somebody to fucking identify people from time to time, and they'll pay those people, which was kind of surprising to me too.
Yeah, possibly, but in that case, what other case do they have some paperwork with this man being on? Okay, they say he was informing, he could have been telling what spots was, this, that, whatever, but what other paperwork is this man on showing that he did this shit somewhere else or before besides now? They say he was that for that long, cool, like I said, but he wasn't not on this scale. This was some shit that he just put himself in, wrapped himself in, because he knew dude. Him and dude, he said they was locked up together. So he knew dude already. He was feeding and going back and forth with him and planted the seed with him like they was cool, and that's how they connected the dots with that shit. But it ain't no way possible that this man did something before this that was bigger than that. They say he told on the hobo case. Ain't no paperwork with his name in it. I ain't seen none.
I think his get back on me in the culture was from that shit. Like when they ran his ass up out of old block, that was his like way to get back on them niggas. That's the way I see it, because I was there to witness that shit. Like,
Who ran him out? You saw this?
Yeah, like I said, he was down there like fucking shit up, you know, not like like fucking up packs and shit. They ran him up out that motherfucker. You feel me? So and the way I see it, like that was just his get back to go against them because of that situation.
Who ran him about that motherfucker? Shoebox
Shit.
baby?
Nah, not Shoebox.
They put everything on Shoebox.
No, I ain't even know Shoebox though. I don't even know him.
Hey,
You feel me?
Shoebox
But-
gonna fuck one of y'all up, man.
I was tapping in with my brother the other day.
That's my artist.
Yeah, you need
That's
to
your
sign him,
artist?
for real.
Hey, so I
Not
seen
yet. We're still working on the paperwork.
Man, go and get that paperwork together for him. That'll
The
help.
Sydney Star thing was a step backwards. He kind of lost trust in us
Man,
when I started talking about that.
I seen that too.
that was cap, man. She
Man.
capping. So you
He
related?
didn't say his name, by the way. I threw him
Anything
in
for
there
a
as a
few
joke.
views, you know.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?